Hello and good morning, and thank you for joining in On's Garden. Now we're in the kitchen garden today because we were outside last time and we chopped down the paulownia and that was really good. But today we want to be in the warm basically and just checking on a few of the plants. So I want to show you how things are getting on basically in this kitchen. Now, the reason I keep looking around is probably because I'm looking at all these luscious leaves that you could have in your kitchen too, or your house, or your balcony, or your whatever it is you've got. You could have some of this. Just takes a little bit of time, doesn't have to cost a lot, and you could have these yourself. So that's really why I do these videos, because I want people to enjoy plants the way I enjoy plants. There is a certain level of satisfaction and calmness and awesomeness at the same time is generated when you're surrounded by loads of plants. I can't explain it, it's just the way it is, and I hope that you can have some of that too. So we're going to be taking a look around the kitchen today, and we're going to be looking at some of the plants in the border behind the camera, and we're going to be looking at some of the plants up there. Because I got a new plant earlier in the year that I haven't shown you yet, but I wanted to show you. It's only a very small one. I say it's very small. It's in its early days. It's not very small at all. But I want to show you because it actually took me by surprise, and it actually is a lot bigger than I expected it to be, which for me, wow, that's amazing. So I'm going to take you up there to have a look at that one. And also what we're going to do, we're going to circle around back to the border because I want to show you where we left off from the paulownia video, which was where we chopped down the willow branch, if you remember. If you've seen that one, well done, and thank you for the kind comments. But we chopped down the willow branch, and this willow branch has got such a lovely texture that I brought it inside to use inside the inner border, and I'm going to show you that as well because it looks so good. And hopefully that'll probably do for this episode, but in order to get there I've got to get the ladder and we've got to get up there first. So let's go and do that, and yeah, let's crack on. So we're going to start with this plant. That's the Aeschynanthus marmoratus, and it's a beautiful plant. It's a lipstick plant basically, but it's a special lipstick plant, and it's got this beautiful under the leaf purple dappled foliage. If you look down from the top, you'll see it's got these like mottled appearance on the top, and even if we get into there, look, let's have a look in here, we can actually see some of the flowers. Where are they? Just at the end of my finger, just there. They look like little spikes, and then if you look underneath the leaf, there's one there, look. So it's very similar to the lipstick plant, but it doesn't have the same sort of flowers. But the key thing about this one is the actual foliage. And the foliage, in fact there's a few dead leaves here, the foliage is what this is all about. If you can get hold of one of these, I recommend you get one. It's been a really easy grower for me, and I had no problems at all. I only had a few cuttings, and then I took a few more cuttings and put them back in the pot. and you can see exactly the result. It's filled itself out. It looks absolutely stunning and beautiful. It's got like this purple colour under the leaf. And I can see it better down here. Let's just bring it down here. There you go, very purple. And when it comes to the summertime, you'll see all this gorgeous light shining through the leaves. So definitely looking forward to that next year. More flowers there, look. Beautiful. So that one's the Aeschynanthus marmoratus. And then if we cycle along, so that one's doing really well, but if we cycle along to this one, this is the lipstick plant. And the lipstick plant, Aeschynanthus radicans, I think this one is. You can see why it's called the lipstick plant, because it's got these beautiful red flowers on it, and currently it's just blooming at the minute. In fact, that looks like the lipstick bits there, look. Like a tube of lipstick. Not that I'd know, but I'd imagine that's what it's like. Anyway, so we've got some beautiful flowers on this one, growing well. And we're actually, let's take off that dead leaf, we don't need that one. It did have a few bugs on it, so I had to sort of get rid of the bugs. I've got some anti-bug bugs in there, and when that didn't work, I had to resort to spray, unfortunately, but we do what we can. And it's got these long trailing, beautiful vine-like leaves that fall down over the plant. So we're going to be taking some of the cuttings off this, and the only thing to watch out for this, which you probably won't have a problem with, but I do, is these flowers here. So these flowers eventually drop off, and if you can see right below, near my foot, we've got the hob. So what happens is, these flowers, if I don't chop them off, they fall into the food, so we don't want that. I'm pretty sure it's not good for the food, or for me if I eat them, so probably poisonous. Most things are. So we're going to have a look at some other plants up here, and I want to take you across now. If I can just jump across. Okay, this is where the cheese plant is, the massive cheese plant. Goes right in the back there, and it goes all the way down to the bottom there. Now, cheese plants are really cheap, so you can't go wrong with a cheese plant. They are pretty robust. You don't have to do a lot with them, and they just grow. So we love cheese plants. Great big leaves. Got a few bugs on there by the looks of it, so we need to sort those out. You can see those just there, look. So we're going to sort those out a bit later. But they have these marvellous massive leaves that just turn your kitchen into a jungle, if that's what you want. And then of course you've got beautiful fern, long luscious green leaves. Now this one's actually located in a water box underneath. Now I'm going to have to get in there just to show you this. In there is a box full of water, so it's a self-watering box. In other words, it's got a little bit of a platform where the water sits below, and then every now and again I just turn the tap on and it drains out into the sink below. So that is the fern. That is the large cheese plant. So then we're going to move across. Let's just jump across. I want to introduce you to a plant that you probably haven't seen before. Now this plant's had a checkered history. I've only had it this year and it's had a few problems already, so I'm going to switch across here. So when I bought this, this was an eBay purchase, as you do. And this plant here, I'm just going to spin it around a bit. This plant's name is Bill. And Bill had a bit of trouble when I first got him. First of all, he was delivered to the wrong place, so he was delivered to the other side of the country for some strange reason. Secondly, it took him about, 2 days to get back from wherever he was delivered to where he should be, that was my place. And basically, he came in a bit of a poor state when I got him. If you look at the leaves, you can see, look, they're damaged. I tried to put a bit of tape on it, but that didn't really do a lot, to be honest. I'll squish that back on there, just to hold it in place. And it's got these long, leathery leaves. So this is an anthurium, and its name is Big Bill. When I got it, it was just like this. It just had a couple of small leaves like this, and this was earlier this year, so it wasn't looking too amazing, and it was all damaged and all the rest of it. Since then, miraculously, and it just goes to show how good a plant this is, we have had an extra leaf, and this leaf shot out at the top of the plant there, travelled all the way across to there, and if I follow that leaf down now, in fact I'm just going to get in a good position here, look. So that's the plant there, it's in a hanging basket. Now watch this. You'll be amazed, actually. I was amazed. This is one leaf from the Anthurium Big Bill. And it actually took me by surprise because it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. And if you can see, it's hard to judge the scale here, so I'll go down in a minute and just show you, but that's how big it is. Too big to fit in my camera at this distance. So what we're probably going to do in a minute is jump down and just take another picture of it so you can see how large the leaf is. This is one leaf that's come out in probably, well, it's the first leaf I've got from it, to be honest, after all of its trouble, and it looks stunning. It's a bit of a leathery leaf, so you might not like the leatheriness of it. Some people don't like leathery leaves, some people do. I just think it's absolutely awesome. And I'm looking forward to the next one growing, which hopefully will come out of there fairly soon. So we're all excited about that one. Now we're going to jump across, because it's the season to be jolly, to this one. This is a Christmas cactus. And the Christmas cactus is actually blooming like mad. So, if you don't know, what these do is this time of year, when the light gets a bit less and plants recognise this, they produce all of these flowers on the end of the Christmas cactus. It's actually an epiphyte. I think it's Brazilian for a spot of colour. You can't go wrong with that, and these are pretty bulletproof anyway. So that is really good. This one is really easy care because I've not had to do anything to it and it's been mistreated up till now. So very happy with that, and hopefully the damaged leaves I can chop off later, but I want some more to grow first before I do that. And yeah, so that is Anthurium Big Bill and the Christmas cactus. So the Anthurium Big Bill is a hybrid between Anthurium cubanese and Anthurium pendulifolium, and it gets basically its massive leaf size and the leathery texture from the cubanese, and then its pendant long strap-like leaves from the pendulifolium. The size of the leaves can reach 1.5 to 2 meters. And I'm looking at that and thinking, well, that's probably over a meter there. So the next leaf could be potentially mahusive, and I think probably we need to recheck the sizes of these leaves that's listed. So this is an area that it's very difficult to water, and it doesn't help that I've put plants in here that don't need as much water as other plants. So if we're looking in here, you can see that the homalomena, that's this plant here, that doesn't need a lot of water. In fact, it's much better suited, to be honest, into a separate pot on its own. But because down below you can see, just about you can see, all the way down below there in the soil, there's a lot of other plants in there that do need a lot of water. It's very hard to separate the two from each other. And as you can see here, here's an example. This is another homalomena. I think what's happened here is it's got too much, basically got too much water, so it's struggled to open up. So we're going to chop that one off like this. Sorry, Mr. Plant, but we have to do that. So you're not focusing on that. And also I notice inside a little black mark, so it's probably got bugs on it as well. So we're going to treat that as well at the same time. And yeah, so this is a consequence of having different plants from different areas in the same soil. It's a lot harder to control the watering for each one. Other than that though, we're looking pretty good. We've got the bird of paradise, that's starting a new leaf there, look. So that's going to be good when it comes out. And just go back a bit, that's these big leaves here. So they're looking good. And we've got the other homalomena that currently is okay, but perhaps I should move those out and away from the border there. And we've got a few other things like the alocasia wentii, I think that's that one. Now this is a supermarket Lidl buy, so like I said, you don't have to pay a lot of money for some beautiful leaves, and that was dead cheap. So if you see that one, it's worth getting. And we've got the mini monstera in the background. That one is currently putting out a new leaf, so that's going to grow hopefully all the way up that buddleia branch to the top, and then hopefully this one here, which I forget the name currently, but I'll probably put it on the screen. This has got to go up this branch here, so hopefully we're going to have a couple of branches there full of beautiful leaves, which is what we're after. And then this border here will actually fill out above as well as below. So what else have we got here? So we've got down below here, we've got the, let me just get you in there. We've got that homalomena Wolsey, and I've lost a couple of leaves from this one. So I've moved it from the back of the border over there all the way to the front of the border, so during the daytime it's going to get a bit more light. Unfortunately, the plant that I put in behind it has actually grown over the top of it. Now this one is a gloriosum, philodendron gloriosum, and this is quite happy because, as you can see, these beautiful velvety leaves, delicious leaves these are, very shiny and velvety. And we've got a new leaf coming up here, look, ready to go. So dead excited again for that one, which is awesome. And then in the back here we've got things like the philodendron splendid, which is a verrucosum and melanocryosum cross. My melanochrysum, I had a few problems with it over the other side of the kitchen, so I've had to move it into here, and you can see it sort of died back, so I don't know whether anything's going to come out of that, but yeah, if so, it'd be a sad loss because it didn't do very well since I got it, and I'm not entirely sure why. Probably light, but here I would have thought it'd have had some light as well from the actual grow light up above, which is very bright, but when it gets down to here, there's obviously a lot of shadows here from the leaves, so it might be a difficult position here as well to grow stuff. And then we've got another bird of paradise there, and this beautiful philodendron silver sword. Look at the shine of that leaf there, look. Absolutely beautiful plant. So we like that one. And then of course we've got the different backia at the top there. And the mycans at the back. Another cheese plant. And a few other things dotted around here. They're growing pretty well. Overall, we've got a beautiful border. When the grow light's on at night, it looks absolutely stunning. So we love that effect, and the natural look is doing really well. Together with the branches in the background, looks pretty awesome. So we're back in the daytime. And we're still in winter, so it's not entirely light, but we can see a new leaf there, look, coming out, which we like. Now that it's daytime, something that I wanted to show you before but couldn't show you because it was a bit too dark, is the branch that we took out of the garden in the last episode, and we chopped it out as a willow branch, and here it is here, look at the back. I just want to show you this texture of this branch because it looks so nice. I'm not sure if I can get it good there, but we'll have a go. And if you can see, the camera doesn't really do it justice, but it's got a lovely brown tinge to it with a nice greeny coloured textured finish on the back as it goes all the way up and into the background. So what's going to happen is I'm going to get some plants growing up that, which will be most excellent. And also you're just here in time just to see this new leaf on the philodendron splendid, which at this point in time is really small, but doesn't it look good? So there we go, and that's about all we've got time for today. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at my garden And remember to like and subscribe if you like it. If you don't bother. But if you're at the end of the video, you must have liked it a bit. I shall see you again in the next one.